Good morning, Coyotes!
I'm Elisa Espinosa.
And I'm Ariana Von Drack. On today's episode, we will be meeting a very talented student and learning about some hot takes on campus.
And we'll be learning about Women's History Month.
Don't go anywhere. Another episode of The Rundown starts right now.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, or week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the road starts to go. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, so there for me too.
Juan and his group met with an amazing student on campus.
Let's go meet her.
There's a lot of hidden gems in our high school, and today we're lucky enough to interview one. Her name is Alina Grasimova. Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
I am a junior here at Combs High School. I am involved in the theater department. I usually do costumes, but right now I'm assistant directing the spring musical. I personally love it. I think it's one of the best choices I've ever made is to work here. All the people are super duper friendly, and I love our director. He's super encouraging, and I think this department gives an opportunity for everybody to do what they are strong at and discover what things they like to do.
What are your dreams?
My dreams of today is to see my little brothers grow up and be happy, as well as making sure my friends reach all the goals they could ever dream of. And one of my personal dreams is to make a successful living from costume construction and design and just reach new things.
Have you received any rewards lately?
Yes, so we have tons of different competitions that go on throughout the school year, and I participate in all of them. One of the most recent ones was when we went to State Festival, and it is like a regional competition for different sections in the theater. There's different rankings for the things you do, and I got a superior in 3 different categories, which were group acting, group musical, and personal costume construction. And one of the pieces I presented was Lumiere's costume that I made myself and designed last year for our play Beauty and the Beast.
What is it like being in the fine arts department?
I think one of the most rewarding parts after performing on stage is when you get to talk to the audience afterwards and they tell you that you made them feel a certain emotion, or that they enjoyed the show because of something you did, or they liked your character. And I think that's just such a big part of it, is having the feedback afterward from people saying that you impacted their life in some way.
Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
I am the drama teacher here at Combs High School, so I teach both acting and stagecraft classes. I am also the department chair, so I get to oversee the other arts teachers and help them in their responsibilities. And I am the director of Combs Curtain Call, the after-school extracurricular program here, so I direct the plays and sponsor the drama club.
Can you tell us about having Alina as a student?
Lena's a fantastic student, and she's been a huge part of our drama department ever since she joined us her freshman year. I could tell kind of right away that she was somebody who really took a passion in theater, somebody who was always striving to do their best, who took on different challenges as the years went by. And so, seeing her now, I think that she's much more sure of herself. I think that she's found a lot more personal stability and balance to her life. And I think that she's much more clear about what she wants for her future. And, that's really cool to be able to sit back and watch as a teacher.
Thank you for joining us. This is Aiden, Juan, Connor, and Aiden signing off. Back to you, Ariana and Elisa.
Duper went around campus and asked students what their hot takes were.
As in controversial opinions.
What's your hot take?
Pancakes over waffles.
I agree with you. Yes, that's a great one. What's your hot take?
Barbecue chips are the worst chips.
It's wrong. What's your hot take?
Football is better than basketball.
Okay. What's your hot take?
Canes is mid.
What's your hot take?
Canes is overrated.
And In-N-Out is overrated.
And In-N-Out. What's your hot take?
Chick-fil-A fries are better than McDonald's fries.
Interesting. What's your hot take?
Super Smash Bros. Brawl is better than Ultimate.
Okay. What's your hot take?
I like sleeping with socks on.
That's wild. What's your hot take?
I think soda is overrated.
I agree. What's your hot take?
Jenna Ortega is overrated.
All right, what's your hot take?
I think Stanley Cups are not like as good as it seems to be. Like, just because it's a Stanley doesn't mean that it's all good. I have one that's from Amazon and it works just fine.
Yeah. I agree. Stanleys are overrated.
Pineapple's good on pizza.
You are a horrible person.
Hey Coyotes, I'm Dominic Federa, and here are your announcements for the day. Prom is coming up quick, and tickets are now $60. Get them soon, and we'll see you there. Ready to push yourself to the next level? Spirit Line is gearing up for the 2023-2024 season, and we're looking for some dedicated, coachable athletes to join our program. We are excited to bring both cheer and pom to the sidelines and competition floor next year. All we need now is you. Check out our website, combsspiritline.com, for info on prep clinics, parent/athlete meetings, and tryouts.
March is a very significant month.
The girls on the rundown decided to talk about why it's so important.
Women's History Month is a dedicated month to reflect on the often overlooked contributions of women to United States history. It is to recognize the history of women being oppressed in our world and how far we've come, and acknowledging how far we still have to go, but still taking time to celebrate the progress that's been made.
Observed throughout the United States since the 1980s, Women's History Month was born out of a feminist push for equal access to jobs and education, which was one of the main demands for the Strike of Equality March that filled the New York streets to capacity on August 26, 1970. In 1987, Congress declared March as a National Women's History Month permanently. A special presidential proclamation is issued every year which honors extraordinary achievements of American women.
Women's History Month is a time to reflect on the meaningful contributions of women around the country and analyze the oppression that still exists.
Born in the 1980s as a result of the feminist movement in the late 1970s, Congress declared March as National Women's History Month in 1987. Every year, the president issues a proclamation recognizing its importance. President Biden issued this earlier this week, and it begins with the following paragraph.
During Women's History Month, we celebrate the countless women who have fought tirelessly and courageously for equality, justice, and opportunity in our nation. We also reaffirm our commitment to advancing rights and opportunities for women and girls in the United States and around the world. We are mindful that we are building on the legacy of both recognized trailblazers and unsung heroines who have guided the course of American history and continue to shape its future.
We asked women around campus to share some of their struggles of being a woman in today's society and what they struggle with on campus. Some of the answers and responses may be triggering to some viewers. We found boys on campus to read the girls' responses to get different perspectives on the problems. If you've experienced things like these or relate to these stories, feel free to reach out to any of the girls shown on camera for support. We are here for you.
I was walking into Fry's with my parents after dinner, and they gave this homeless man some money. Later that night, he followed us home, and my dad caught him staring through my window. I was 10. Wow. That's creepy and really messed up. I've had stuff like that happen, but not when I was 10. He didn't follow me home. That's... yikes.
My family not letting me do things that the boys do because they think I can't. I think every girl can do anything that they want. I think you guys just have to put your minds to it. And even if your parents don't let you, I'm not saying to not, listen to your parents, but I think you should just try to live your life to the best you can.
There have been times where men have made comments on my body because they said that I don't fit in how they want girls to look. It's constantly wanting people to look perfect, but oops, how can people even do that if there's no such thing as perfect? It kills women on the inside knowing that you can make someone upset just because of how you look. It's a constant cycle of thinking people judge you and you'll never fit into a perfect beauty standard. I think it's important to just have confidence in yourself and like what you can be, and people who want to be in your life will follow you anyways, no matter what you believe about about yourself or think people want from you in any way.
My entire life, my body has been the first thing people notice. Always making comments, whether it be from family or friends. Hearing that you've gotten bigger was the worst thing a 7-year-old could hear. I then made it my goal to impress them. I stopped eating as much to feel validated. Now they can't stop talking about how much I've lost and how much people would pay for my features. I've started to wonder if they ever look at me as a person.
One time when I was walking around the mall with my cousins, we kept being stared at by an old man who eventually started following us and kept circling around us and eventually pulled out his phone and took photos of our bodies. I was only 13.
Passion for cars, motorsports, anything fast. But then customers I work for don't take me seriously because I'm a girl. I've had friends say I'm wrong or being cocky when I talk about my passion. It seems I'm in a man's job and I should know my place as a girl. I'd love to be taken serious or respected in my line of work and not judged on looks.
2 years ago, I was sexually assaulted by my ex. It was the most dehumanizing feeling I've ever felt. No matter how many times I shower, no matter how many times I try to ignore it, that sickening feeling will always be there. Having so much trust for someone and 1 second later that feeling was gone. The moment is where you feel most alone and never able to really trust anyone after that because you're terrified of that same feeling recurring. No one knows how to help or what to say when hearing about my experience. You feel completely alone. You always get the response, "You're so strong," but am I really strong? If I was strong, I should have been able to protect myself.
Being overly sexualized from a race and not necessarily fitting typical stereotype for Hispanic.
All right, Coyotes, that's all we have for you today.
We will see you soon, and we hope you have an amazing spring break.
Bye.
Bye.